Hi everyone, I hope you're doing really well. I'm Corrin with Corrin Fox Fit, and today I have a little yoga stretch class for you. This is a perfect class for if you're feeling sore, tense, or tight for any reason, or if you're just waking up and want to get a little bit of movement in before your day, or if you're heading to bed and also want to kind of unwind from your day. This class is great for you. Let's go ahead and get started. So come into Sukhasana, crossing at the shins, pressing through the sit bones and sitting nice and tall, shoulders back. We'll begin by closing the eyes. Hands can rest on the thighs, or you might place one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Start by turning inwards and focusing on the breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Notice if there's tightness in the body. Use your exhales to breathe into those spots. And start to soften the skin around the eyes and the forehead. Relax the jaw. And as you inhale, breathe in peace and kindness towards yourself. As you exhale, let go of any stress or worry from the day or week. You might set a little intention here. You can think of a word or a little mantra, whatever's meaningful for you. And you have the option of holding that with you throughout this class. Anytime your mind wanders, coming right back to that intention. As you inhale, feel the ribs expand. As you exhale, feel the belly soften. A couple more deep breaths here. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And take one more deep breath in here. And deep breath out. Gently blink the eyes back open. Release the hands down to the thighs if they were on the heart and belly. We're going to just start by rolling the shoulders back and forth one way. And then go the opposite way. And then from here, as you inhale next, reach the arms up so they're in line with the ears. Fingertips stretch up towards the ceiling. Lift up and off the waist. And then as you exhale, find a gentle twist. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind the back. Inhale to lengthen through the spine, and then exhale to find your twist, twisting through the low belly. Option to gaze over that left shoulder if it feels okay in your neck. Inhale, and then exhale, gently unwind. Again, we'll inhale, reach the arms up, lift up and off the waist, fingertips reach for the ceiling, and then exhale, find the gentle twist. Other side, left hand to right knee, right hand comes behind the back, sitting nice and tall. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, find that gentle twist through the core. Option to gaze over the shoulder. Inhale and exhale, gently unwind. Come back to center. From here, we're going to extend that right arm up. Reaching up and off the waist, we'll bend into that right elbow like we're patting ourselves on the back. And then we'll extend our left arm out, left thumb points down. And then we're going to scoop that left hand behind the back. Either you might grab onto the fingers or hook the fingers together, or you just might reach for the fingers. If you would like, you can also take a yoga strap or a scarf or a towel or something, place it around that right shoulder and just hold on to that strap instead. So maybe the fingers hook together, but if that doesn't feel comfortable for your body, you do not have to do that. They can simply reach back like that. So spread the collarbones wide, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Couple deep breaths here. Inhale. And then exhale, gently unwind. Draw the hands back to your knees. Other side here, extend that left arm up and then bend into that left elbow like you're patting yourself on the back. Extend that right arm out to the side, thumb points down, and then scoop the hand behind the back. Intertwine or hook the fingers together, only if that feels good, or you might just reach for the fingers or use that strap. Use a yoga strap or towel or scarf, loop that around the left shoulder and hold on to that instead. But we're lightly pulling in opposition here. Press through the sit bones, sit nice and tall, spread the collarbones wide. A few more breaths. Inhale. And then exhale, gently unwind. Come back to center. From here, we're going to find and flow through a few seated cat-cows. So press through the sit bones as you inhale, lengthen forward through the crown of the head. And then exhale, round on back. Again, inhale. Chest pulls through, crown of the head pulls forward. Exhale as you round on back. Again, inhale, come forward, nice long neck. Gaze is forward and slightly down. Exhale to round back. One more time. Inhale, forward. Exhale and round. And then inhale, sit up nice and tall. From here, we're going to slowly, and you can use your hand, help guide the legs out. One leg comes out at a time. We're going to find this nice wide angle here. And eventually we're going to come into a forward fold. So if you want to, you might like to prep a yoga block or a book or a pillow or something. So as you fold forward, you can rest your hands or even your head on that yoga block or pillow or book or something. So from here, we're pressing through the sit bones and we're pressing out through both heels. Our knees are facing up towards the ceiling. And here we go to forward fold. So inhale, reach the arms up, lift up and off the waist, think up and over, lift up, and then exhale, fold over. You might come to your forearms. You might walk the hands down the mat a little bit more. Or again, maybe you just place your hands up on blocks or just right in front of you. So no need to feel pressured to go all the way down. Only do what feels good for your body. So only go down as far as it feels comfortable. We're going to inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head, and then exhale, tuck the chin down and under. So we're finding this stretch in the inner thigh, starting to warm the hip and the legs here. So take a few more deep breaths. Good. Slowly start to lift your head back up. And then wherever you were, wherever the hands were, just walk the hands back all the way up. So we're sitting up nice and straight now. From here, we're going to draw that left foot to that inner upper right thigh. We're going to place our weight into that left sit bone, press out through that right heel. Inhale, reach the arms up in line with the ears, think up and over. Find a slight twist to the right, and then exhale, fold. This is our head to knee pose, but don't feel frightened from that name of the pose. You do not have to get your head all the way down to the knee. If you want to stay up just halfway or do whatever's comfortable for you. Each exhale, see if you might Deepen a little bit more into this stretch. And keep that right knee slightly bent. So inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head, and then exhale. Tuck the chin down and under. From here, slowly start to roll back up. Head comes up last. We're going to just extend. And again, you might use the hand, help guide the leg back out. Then other side, we're going to draw that right foot around to that upper left thigh. And we're going to place more weight into that right sit bone. Inhale, reach the arms up. Find a slight twist to the left. Exhale, fold over that left leg, keeping that left knee slightly bent so we don't lock the leg. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale to soften into the pose. And breathe. Good. Slowly start to roll back up. And so the head comes up last. We're going to just slowly find our way to tabletop. So we're on our hands and our knees, making our way to tabletop. Shoulders stacked over wrists, tops of the feet press into the mat. Let's just begin by really releasing the hips down side to side. Back and forth. Couple more times. And then find center again. Find that neutral tabletop where the hips are stacked over the knees. As you inhale, we're going to drop the belly and lift the tailbone up. Lift the gaze up as well for our cow pose. Exhale, really round through the back. Press the floor away. Belly draws in and up. Again, inhale. Heart lifts. And exhale, press the floor away. One more time, inhale. Lift the gaze up. Find this nice little heart opener. Exhale, press the floor away, round through the back. And then inhale, meet back in a neutral tabletop. And from here, we're going to walk our hands down the mat. Really press the hips back and lower the forehead down, finding our extended puppy dog pose. So the hips lift back and up. We're pressing through each finger, pressing through the palms. The arms are lifted off the mat. Just finding a little stretch in our upper back and arms here. And from here, slowly start to lift the head back up, walk the hands back, find your tabletop. And now we're going to find our child's pose. So spread the knees out as wide as your mat, bring the big toes together, sit back towards the heels, extend the arms out. And now we're in extended child's pose, forehead to mat. Take a few breaths here. You might start to rock your hips a little side to side, or roll the forehead around on the mat, give it a little massage. And see if you might walk the fingertips down the mat even more, finding a nice stretch in the whole back side. From here, inhale, rise up to the hands and knees, curl the toes under. Exhale, peel the hips back and up. Find your downward facing dog. So palms are shoulder distance apart. Press the mat away with the palms. Keep a slight bend in the knees and start to pedal out the legs. Bend one knee, straighten the other. Good. And then as you inhale, rise up on your toes. As you exhale, press the heels down to the bottom right corner of your mat, just stretching the ankles and the calves a bit here. Inhale, come back to the toes. Exhale, press the heels down to the bottom left corner of your mat. Good. Inhale, come back to the toes. Exhale, press the heels down, back towards center. Extend that right leg up behind you. Toes point down. Inhale, knee to chest. Step that right foot through. From this low lunge, we're going to drop that back knee. We'll slide our hands back slightly, and hands might find blocks here. And from here, we're going to start to slide that right hip back. Straightening out that right leg, but still managing to keep a little bend into that right knee. Toes of the front foot press back towards the face. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, tuck the chin down and under. Good. Gently start to lift the head back up. Bend into that front knee. Slide the hands up to frame that front foot again. Curl the back toes under and step back to find down dog. Other side, extend that left leg up behind you. Inhale, knee to chest. Step that left foot through, finding this low lunge. Drop that back knee. Slide the hands back slightly and start to then slide that left hip back, straightening out that left leg. But still keep a little bend into that left knee. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head, and then exhale, tuck the chin down and under. Good. Breathe. And start to gently lift the head up. Bend back into that front knee. Slide the hands back up to frame that front foot. Curl the back toes under. And step back to find your downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs just a bit more. From down dog, start to walk the hands back to meet your feet. Walk the feet out as wide as your mat. Bend into the knees, clasp onto the elbows, and release the crown of the head down. So you're just hanging here, really just releasing any tension in the neck and the traps, the upper back. Maybe you nod the head yes, or you shake the head no. And from here, we'll slowly start to roll all the way up, finding standing. We'll walk up to the top of the mat and we'll find our mountain pose, Tadasana. So in Tadasana, you can either start with the feet together, inner edges of the big toes touch with a little space between the heels, or you might separate the feet slightly, finding just a little bit more stability there so that they're hip distance apart, whatever you feel more comfortable with. We're going to press down through the four corners of each foot, draw the shoulders back, and we're going to flow and continue to warm up the body just a little bit more. So as you inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, hinge from the hips, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway. So find that flat back, shoulders away from ears, neck is long, gaze is forward and slightly down. Exhale to fold. Inhale to circle the arms around and up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Two more just like that. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale to fold. Inhale to circle the arms around and up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more of these half sun salutations. Here we go. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to circle the arms around and up. Palms come together. From here, we're going to grab our right wrist with our left hand, lift up and off the waist, and then exhale, bend over to your left. Find a nice side body stretch. Inhale, come back up. Right hand now grabs that left wrist. Lift up and off the waist. Exhale, bend to your right. Left side body stretch. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, release the arms down to the sides. From here, we're going to flow through one sun salutation A and making our way back down to the mat. So here we go. Find Tadasana. Feet either together or separated slightly. Press through the four corners of the feet. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step back to find your plank. Or maybe you find a modified plank. Take it to your knees if you'd like. Keep the elbows in towards the side body as you lower down. If you're in that full plank, come forward on the toes and then lower down. All the way to the belly. Press through the thighs, press through the tops of the feet. Draw the shoulders back. Inhale, lift up just slightly through the chest. Low cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the heart up. Low cobra. Neck is long. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, release. Slide the hands back towards the side body slightly. Press up to your knees or lift your thighs up. Find your upward facing dog. Curl the toes under. Press back. Find your downward facing dog. And start to pedal out the legs even more if you'd like. When you're ready, lower the knees down to the mat. Spread them wide. Bring the big toes together. Sit back towards the heels. Draw the arms to the sides. Find this version of child's pose. Notice if your mind has wandered. And if it has, simply return to your breath. Return to any intention you might have set at the beginning of this class. And gently slide the arms back out in front of you. Inhale, rise up to the hands and knees. Cross the ankles on top of one another. Sit on back towards the heels. And from here, we're going to extend the legs out in front of us. You might give the legs a little shake here. We're going to find one more forward fold. So press through the sit bones. Bend the knees slightly. If you have a yoga strap and would like to use it, you're welcome to use it on this forward fold as you would loop the strap around the arches of the feet and hold on to that strap or scarf or belt as we fold. So press through the sit bones. Inhale, reach the arms up, lift up and off the waist. Exhale to fold forward. And again, there's no judgment in how far you can or cannot go in this pose. If you want to come up here a little bit closer, you can, if that feels comfortable, or you might walk the hands down a little bit more. As you inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head and the neck. As you exhale, see if you might deepen and soften here into the pose. Good. Slowly start to roll back up. We're going to bend into both knees and scoot a little closer towards the heels. Arms come down by the sides slowly. Start to roll on down one vertebrae at a time, all the way down to the mat. And from here, we'll draw both of our knees in towards the chest. We'll extend our arms out into a T or find cactus arms. Inhale, and then exhale. Release the knees down and over to your left side. Maybe turning the gaze over that right shoulder to intensify the twist. Inhale, knees come back up to center. Exhale, release the knees down and over to that right side. option to turn the gaze over that left shoulder. Inhale, knees come back up to center. Exhale, release your feet down to the mat so they're flat on the mat, hip distance apart. We'll grab onto the sides of the mat and roll the shoulders down and under. Press through the feet and toes. Inhale, gently lift the hips up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, we'll slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. One more, just like that. Inhale, lift the hips up. Inner thighs spin down towards the floor. Knees stacked over ankles. Exhale and slowly roll back down. From there, we'll draw the knees back in towards the chest, and we'll draw our feet up towards the ceiling. Hands come around to the arches of the feet or grab onto the ankles or the backs of the thighs, whatever feels best for your body. And start to just roll around, rock side to side in our happy baby pose. And when you're ready, release the legs down and out in front of you. Finding and making our way to our final pose of Shavasana. Leaving a little space between the arms and the body, drawing the legs out so they're wider than hip distance apart, and just tuning back into your breath and whatever intention you might have set. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth, letting go, and just being present in these last few minutes here. You're welcome to pause right here in this video and stay in Shavasana as long as you like. Or to come out of this pose, we'll start to wiggle the fingers and toes, roll the wrists and the ankles. When you're ready, just gently roll over to your right in a fetal position. Take a moment and acknowledge the time that you took out for yourself today. When you're ready, gently press on up. Find any comfortable seated posture, keeping the eyes closed, lowering the forehead, and drawing the hands together towards the heart, sealing in our class together. Thank you so much for tuning in and doing this stretch class. I really hope you enjoyed this yoga stretch class. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day or night, wherever you may be. The light in me honors and sees the light in each of you. Namaste.